here from the Doghouse for the final game of 3 here at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice here on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon here in New York City. We welcome you live back on johnjathletics.com for this presentation of John Jay Women's Volleyball right here at John Jay College. Hello, friends. I'm Joey Jarzinka. We welcome you back once again to johnjathletics.com as the third and final match of the tri-match features the CCNY City of New York Beavers taking on your John Jay Bloodhounds. The first time around in this tri-match this morning, beginning at 10 a.m., John Jay fell to the Baruch College Bearcats by a score of 3-1. In the second match, CCNY fell to, once again, the Baruch Bearcats by a score of 3-0. Baruch has now begun their 2019 season on a 6-1 run so far, which is the best start in program history. We will see what CCNY and John Jay have in store this afternoon as John Jay looks to get their first victory of this tri-match, while City of New York College, while CCNY looks for redemption following their first round exit in the CUNYAC playoffs just a season ago, where John Jay took down the Beavers by a score of 3-0 last time around. So it's going to be a fun one here on johnjathletics.com. We cannot thank you enough for joining us again, and we welcome you back for match number 3 of 3 here on this Saturday afternoon in New York City. We'll be right back on the opposite side of this break to get things started here, right here on johnjathletics.com. And we're back here from the Doghouse here on the 4th floor of the John Jay College of Criminal Justice building here at the Doghouse. The tenants on this 4th floor, men's and women's volleyball, men's and women's basketball. Very nice facility here for Division III athletics in NJCAA, ECAC, and the CUNYAC City of New York Athletic Conference. So let's get the starters underway here for head coach Andriana Todorovic, Nicole Polanco, Desneta Harambasic, Nadia Campoverde, Rachel Ramirez, the libero Owen Hahn, the remaining 2, Melanie Torres and Kayla Ogie. For John Jay, led by head coach Leszek Stankiewicz, Neovis Monsanto, Miralis Almanzar, Jamari Silverio, Sophia Whelan, Karen Sumlang, and the libero is Stephanie Che. So we're going to get things underway here in the third and final match of this tri-match. We are underway. John Jay plays host to the Beavers of City College of New York. Here's Shea, back to Monsanto. Good for Hahn. Campoverde, the last game she was in, she came in the third set. First 2 points she got, or first 2 points that she saw on the court, she got points. So it's a good thing that head coach Andriana Todorovic put her in the starting lineup, maybe give it a little boost of confidence for her team in her third season at the helm of the Beavers. just before this. She was a assistant head coach at St. Francis College in Brooklyn under then head coach Andy Mueller. See now the head coach over there, Amable Martinez from St. Peter's. So tied at 1 apiece. Here's the reception, back to Rodriguez. And the attack there. On Jean-Marie Silverio. There's Polanco, the set, back to Polanco with the attack, and that one is off the fingertips of Silverio for the second point for the Beavers. So currently, CCNY right now is leading in the Department of Atmosphere in their visiting building. As CCNY gets their third point. Of this first set. Kimberly Rodriguez looks like spots a little wet spot there, takes the towel and slides that. Just a double check. And we're good to go. Kayla Ogie, the senior middle blocker from New City. Here's the set, the attack. There from Almanzar. And back for Polanco, and she gets the kill. Kimberly Rodriguez. Almanzar with the attack and kill. Falling down, could not grab that one, was the libero Owen Hahn, deems tied up at 4 apiece. And back for Almanzar. Here's Polanco with the over. Back for Rodriguez. Good for Monsanto. And good block there, and the block assist for both Torres and Rachel Ramirez. That gives CCNY another lead. 5-4 now the score. I'm going to see a substitution. It's going to be Haley Potvin, the freshman. Lakeland Senior High School in Mohegan Lake, upstate New York. Here's Rodriguez. And a miscommunication between Rodriguez and Almanzar. And the Beavers have a 2-point lead over the John Jay Bloodhounds early on in this first set. Here's Ramirez. The reception from Stephanie Shea. And Frecia Rivera could not get there, and neither could Rodriguez. That one has to go over, and that one's not getting over. 8-4 in favor of CCNY. We'll take a peek at the standings in just a moment as Rachel Ramirez about to serve this one away. And she serves that one directly into the net. Count 8-5 is the score in favor of CCNY. So they weren't ready yet. Almanzar was not ready yet, and it had to get in rotation. This is Michelle Hu, back to Polanco. Polanco with the attack. That one does not fall in. That one's Monsanto. Back to Hu. Who's gonna get that? And it's gonna be nobody, as Harem Basic almost jumps over the scores table. And it's gonna be a point for the Bloodhounds. 8-6 is your score. So looking at the standings right now, Baruch, a comfortable 2-game lead. 6-1 is their record following the 2 victories here. Brooklyn 4-3, or 4-3. John Jay currently sits at 1-2. York is 1-1. Hunter is 2-4. Lehman 1-7 so far. CCNY following the loss to Baruch, they're 0-4. And Medgar Evers is also 0-4 as well. This is Harem Basic, back to Ramirez. Set there by Rodriguez. Harem Basic, Polanco. And it looked like they grabbed it, but they're letting them play. Rodriguez, back to Monsanto. And they're giving that point 3 touches to John Jay. Game's tied up at 8. That one is out of bounds. Polanco, that one was easily out of bounds. That one went to the left of the inbounds marker. So Almanzar back to serve. Back to Polanco, that one has to go over. Here's Monsanto, set for Rodriguez. Monsanto with the attack, and that's going to fall in off the fingertips of Michelle Hu. And the score now 10-8 in favor of John Jay. And that one is a clear ace there from Almanzar. And you see a timeout taken by CCNY. We're going to take a quick break here on johnjathletics.com. We'll be right back in 1 minute. (11-8) is the score here in the first set. John Jay ahead by 3 in the third game of John Jay Tri-Match, featuring CCNY and Baruch, as Nicole Polanco with the kill narrows the lead down to 2. In the last game against Baruch for the senior outside hitter in Nicole Polanco, who is serving at this time. 11 kills, or 39 attacks. 11 of those were kills. 14 digs. Here's the set, Harem basic, back to Campo Verde. And that one was saved there from Monsanto. It's Haley Potvin. Polanco, and just missed, and it looked like that one was off of the fingertips, and it was off of Potvin. Polanco remains on serve. That one hit the net, past the falling or diving Potvin, and that one was out. Point awarded to CCNY. Match tied up at 11 in the first set. Last season in the CUNYAC quarterfinals playoff match, 6 points, 9 digs, 23 attacks against John Jay for the senior outside hitter from Rockland County. That one is over and just out of bounds. Point awarded to CCNY. 12-11. This is going to be a battle the remainder of the way, we figure. The reception there from Monsanto goes in the opposite direction. 13-11 is the score in favor of the Beavers. The little over from Sumlang. Back for Campo Verde. And Monsanto and Che are not on the same page. Here's Campo Verde, the attack. That one goes just long. Be 13-12. Still a lead for CCNY. Sentence that really couldn't be said many times in the last match. But here's Kimberly Rodriguez. And back. The little tip there from Melanie Torres. And Whelan should get credit for that attack as she ties this game up at 13 for her and her Bloodhounds. Kimberly Rodriguez, get those mixed up. Rodriguez and Ramirez both on the opposite side of each other. Monsanto with the over. Polanco back to Campo Verde. The block there from Whelan. The little tip, and that's going to be a point for Karen Sumlang. Kimberly Rodriguez, the senior setter, as we were saying earlier. She had 29 assists, 3 digs, 2 ball handling errors in the last match against Baruch. Whelan, great job there. Campo Verde back. Polanco with the attack. Set the attack there from Whelan. That one with the over from Campo Verde. Monsanto. Here's Polanco into the net. A 2-point lead for the Bloodhounds. Head coach Leszek Stankiewicz. Alma mater is a rival now from York College in the CUNYAC level back in Jamaica and Queens. As we see the little tip there from Melanie Torres, narrows the lead to 1. Talking about the head coach Leszek Stankiewicz in his 4th season, 48-39, 17-8 currently. And his new assistant, Mario Gonzalez. See a sub in is Jean-Marie Silverio. Checking out is freshman outside hitter Haley Potvin. Polanco with the set, or the reception rather. And Kayla Ogie, the 6'1" middle blocker, with the attack and kill. Here is Harem Basic. The reception, the set, and that looked like it was a net presence. Point awarded to CCNY, knotted at 16. Harem Basic. Attack error on Jean-Marie Silverio. That one went long along the baseline. Just to the bottom right of your screen. CCNY with a 1-point lead, 17-16 as the score. That one's back. Kimberly Rodriguez got the name right finally. Here's Ogie. Another point for the Beavers and a timeout taken by head coach Leszek Stankiewicz. Take a quick break right here on JohnJAthletics.com. We return to the doghouse here on the campus of John Jay College of Criminal Justice. John Jay tri-match. Match number 3, the final one of the afternoon. John Jay and CCNY concluding the tri-match that also featured the Baruch Bearcats, who took their two matches against John Jay, against both of these teams rather, against John Jay and CCNY. So they have the best start in program history at 6-1 currently, as CCNY has a 4-point lead. That is their largest one of the afternoon between this match and the most previous one the most recent one rather, against the Baruch Bearcats. 20-16 is the score, with Harem Basic about to continue serve. She's still on serve here. Here's Harem Basic with the serve. The reception goes into the back of the net. And the Beavers looking to obtain their first set victory since September 3rd at Maritime, where they still lost 3-1. Here's Harem Basic again. The reception there from Che, and the over from Rodriguez. That's Campo Verde. Back to Che. Here's Rodriguez. That one is going to be out. Is that going to be over? Yes, it is. Bloodhounds stay alive. And there it is, Campo Verde with the attack and the kill. A 6-point lead for the Beavers. And we're going to see a timeout taken by head coach Leszek Stankiewicz, and we'll be right back on the opposite side of this break. Quick 1-minute break right here on JohnJAthletics.com. We're actually going to stay here with you throughout the timeout. So right now, 22-16 is the score, with CCNY ahead. Head coach Leszek Stankiewicz taking the second timeout. As does Zanetta Harambasic, the Ridgewood, New York native, Academy of American Studies. She was a part of this team last year, so she did face John Jay in the quarterfinals round last year. We'll get to her stats from that game in just a moment, as the Bloodhounds get 1 point back. 22-17 is the score. Back for Stephanie Che. 2 points, 7 digs, serving error on 3 tries with 2 aces against William Patterson. And Che in the last match, she had 14 digs, 6 receptions, and 1 serving error in the last match. And her favorite food is steak. Here's Rodriguez. And that was good for Almanzar. Rodriguez with the set. (23-18). In favor of the Beavers. Here is the server in Rivera. That one heads back into the net. That one's going to fall down, and it's 24-18. 6 set points for the Beavers. Going to see a substitution. It's going to be Whelan, actually. That one was Whelan. Rivera is going to check in. And here is Ogie. That one's the over. Almanzar. Torres. And that looks like it's a point and a set for CCNY, their first set since September 3rd at Maritime. 25-18, the first set score. We'll be right back on the opposite side of this break here from John Jay College of Criminal Justice. back here and ready to go for set number 2 here in the doghouse on the 4th floor of College of Criminal Justice building here in Manhattan on JohnJAthletics.com. I'm Joey Jorosenko. We cannot thank you all enough who's watching today in the 3rd of 3 matches on this Saturday morning / afternoon as the home team Bloodhounds lose the first set against the CCNY Beavers. Here's Monsanto. Serves that one. Back for Rodriguez, the setter. And Sophia Whelan with the attack and kill. Monsanto remains on serve with her Bloodhounds up 2-0 in the second set. Neovis Monsanto, 32 attacks, 10 of which were kills. She had 9 digs, 2 assists. And on those 32 attacks, she did have 7 errors, though. The setter there in Rodriguez. That one is off. And that's going to be an attack and a kill for Potvin. An early 3-0 lead for the Bloodhounds. That one is going to go over, so it's going to be a skip set there. As the attack and kill comes from Kayla Ogie. Counts 3-1 in favor of the home team, the Bloodhounds. As that was the icebreaker for CCNY. Diving for that one was Potvin. 2 consecutive points for the Beavers. Here's Michelle Hu, first-year freshman, defensive specialist, and a libero. She's playing the former role in defensive specialist this afternoon. She played 3 sets against New Jersey City with 2 receptions. Here's Shea. The reception there from the reception error, rather, from Michelle Hu. As we did say earlier in the broadcast, New Utrecht High School in Brooklyn. Here's Stephanie Shea. Polanco with the set. And the attack and kill. 5-3 is the score here. A substitution for Andriana Todorovic is Melanie Torres, checks in the contest. And back over goes Whelan with the over. Here's Polanco, the attack. Back for Shea. The set from Rodriguez, the attack. And the little tip from Melanie Torres. She runs into her teammate in Rachel Ramirez. Comes away with the last laugh as they still trail by 1, 5-4. That one is going to be off of Shea. And the game's now tied at 5 apiece. Ogie with the serve. Set, the kill. There from Almanzar, the senior middle blocker. Favorite TV show is The Office. Places to visit in New York City. She loves Central Park, and her major is political science. Averaging 3 points a set and 2.5 kills a set as well. Point issued to John Jay, 2-point lead. Here's Whelan with the serve. That one hits the top of the net, still counts. And the over there from Hahn, the libero. The outside hitter in Potvin with the kill. Gives John Jay a 3-point lead, 8-5. Here's Whelan. Polanco with the little tip. Looked like almost out of bounds there by the setter in Rodriguez. And the block. And is that going to be an assist? No, that was good. By touching it a few times. And just getting the luck of the draw. A huge point that could have gone the opposite way. But instead, sticks with the visiting team to narrow the lead to 2. 8-6 is the score in favor of the Bloodhounds. Here's Rachel Ramirez, the server. And back, Monsanto. That one is going to be an attacking error, almost in the face of Haley Potvin. Polanco. Rodriguez to Monsanto with a little tip. Is that good? Yes, it is. See if CCNY has any more magic left in them, and it doesn't look like they do. And it's going to be a timeout. Going to be taken by CCNY. So looking back right now to the last time that these two teams went up against each other, John Jay won 3-0 in the CUNYAC quarterfinals match on October 30th. 25-20, 25-23, and then John Jay absolutely woke up in the third set where they won 25 to a lone 9 points. For John Jay in that match, Monsanto had 11 kills in that one. Almanzar had three aces. Kimberly Rodriguez with 29 assists. 5 digs. A few others that are no longer here. Brianna Geraldo. Stephanie Marcano. There's the over. And back, and Almanzar got a hand on that one. Here's Polanco off the fingertips of Shea. Almanzar, and it's going to be out in favor of CCNY. Back for Polanco coming into this afternoon's contest, or this tournament rather. She averages 4 points a set, 2.6 digs, 3.7 kills. And coming into the match, or coming into the day, her service aces compared to, or service ace margin with errors was 4-3. So a +1 in that category. Karen Sumlang heads into the match. Freshman middle blocker from Maspeth, Queens. She did not play against William Patterson. She made her NCAA debut against Maritime, where she had a dig, a set assist, and 3 attacks, one of which was an error. Here is Potvin. And it looks like a point issued to the Bloodhounds. Substitution. Kimberly Rodriguez set to serve. Polanco, the reception. Back to Ogie. That one is just wide. And a timeout will be taken by head coach Andriana Todorovic. We're going to take a quick break here for the timeout. We'll be right back on johnjathletics.com. Following the timeout, Kimberly Rodriguez once again set to serve. Reception from Campo Verde. And the over. And the opposite direction. You need one hit here. Polanco with the attack. Set there from Rodriguez. And the attack and kill from Monsanto. 14-9 in favor of the Bloodhounds. This looks like it will be a slugfest between both schools, between both programs. Here's Rodriguez. The set, Ogie. And it looks like it will be a point rewarded to the Bloodhounds. Look like a double touch. And Rodriguez back to serve. Rodriguez, the senior setter. That one was just wide right. 15-10. Rodriguez, following graduation, wants to travel the world and attend graduate school. And her favorite TV show, Grey's Anatomy. I know how that feels. Not a fan, but my girlfriend does. But 15-11 is the score now. In favor of the Bloodhounds. Here's Haram Basic. The reception from Potvin. That one was an over. Ogie with the little tip. It's going to be a point. For City College. Reception. Here is the setter, Rodriguez. The attack goes just long from Haley Potvin. And looks like we're going to see a timeout. It's taken by head coach Leszek Stankiewicz. Looking right now in the screen, Kimberly Rodriguez getting an earful from head coach Leszek Stankiewicz. Predominantly a setter. Last year had 1.5 points, had 2 ball handling errors, 2 digs. Had 3 digs in this one here, or in the last one rather. So here is the serve from Haram Basic. Back for Potvin. Rachel Ramirez with the attack. Ogie. Potvin to Monsanto. That one could have gone long. Here's Ogie with the attack. That one falls in, and a blocking error from Sumlang, and Monsanto narrows the lead to 1 for City College. Looks like Kimberly Rodriguez tripped, lost her footing there. And the team setter could not set that one for her teammate in Neovis Monsanto. So the game is now officially tied at 15 apiece. Back to Haram Basic. And a bad reception there from Haley Potvin that gives a 1-point lead to CCNY. Remember, folks, they are 1 set ahead. 25-18 was the score at the end of the first set. Hit the drop ceiling here at the doghouse. That one is still in play. Rodriguez, the setter. Monsanto off the fingertips of Ogie. Back. Campo Verde, the attack. Once again, the set and back. That one was over. And a point issued once again to CCNY. And a substitution. It's going to be Jean-Marie Silverio. There's is the over. Rachel Ramirez with the attack that goes far and wide. 17-16 rather, is the score. CCNY currently holds with 1 point, with a 1-point advantage. Rodriguez, the set. Whelan on the attack. Back to Ramirez. And off the fingertips, and it looks like it's going to be a point regardless. Issued to CCNY. Substitution now. Campo Verde checks out with Michelle Hu checking in. That one was just long from Silverio. Are they giving that a point? Just trying to clarify if that was given as a point, and it looked like it was. 18-17 as the score. And that one is long, so we know that one for sure. 19-17 is the score. in favor of CCNY. Again, another substitution. Melanie Torres in, while libero Owen Han is out. And a reception error from Jean-Marie Silverio gives CCNY a 3-point lead. It's going to be a timeout taken by head coach Leszek Stankiewicz. Jean-Marie Silverio, 5 points, 5 aces, 5 digs. Lucky fives against Maritime in their opening 3-2 match victory. Major is forensic psychology. High School of Telecommunication Arts and Technology in Brooklyn. So far, she's gotten 5 points coming into this afternoon. That's not including the last match. She's a Yankees fan, and her favorite athlete is Derek Jeter. Give her props for that. But in the last match against Baruch, she had 5 digs, 3 aces, 2 attacks, one of which was an error. And Polanco with the attempted attack went directly into the net. 20-18. Lead continues to fall. As the serve is far and wide. To the top left of your screens. 21-18. Beavers are 4 points away from taking a 2-0 lead. Here's Ramirez with the point directly into, with her serve directly into the net, 21-19. Game is not out of reach. The match is not out of reach for either program here. John Jay with their record of 1-2. As that ace by Silverio narrows the lead to 1. Here's the second serve. That one goes into the net for Silverio. So first an ace, and the second one an error, and that's the second time that we've seen that today from the freshman outside hitter, 5'7", Brooklyn native. We saw that in the first match, and now we see that here in the second. Here's Polanco, the serve. Monsanto, the over from Shea. And the block looked like Almanzar thought she thought it was a point. She 100% thought it was a point. She thought that was a point, and she began celebrating just a little bit early. And instead, it's now a 3-point lead for CCNY. And head coach Leszek Stankiewicz knew exactly what the deal was, and he was not pleased at all with the outcome of that point. Here's the set, the attack, and back. Polanco, the attack. Receive there. Rodriguez, the set, and Monsanto, the attack. Here's Ramirez, the attack. Rodriguez, and down on the floor goes Owen Han, and 23-21 in favor of CCNY. See a substitution now. Karen Sumlang heads back in for the likes of Stephanie Shea. Campo Verde with an odd set there, has to readjust. Here's Monsanto. That one goes just long. 24-21. We have a set point for the Beavers. And checking out of this one so far is Almanzar. And they're going to do a reserve. Karen Sumlang was just tying her shoe. That one goes long. 2 sets to love. 2 sets to none for CCNY. We'll be right back in just a few moments as we get set for the 3rd set with CCNY ahead by 2 when we return on JohnJAthletics.com. And back here for the beginning, or the start of set number 3 right here on JohnJAthletics.com in the John Jay Tri-Match featuring the John Jay Bloodhounds and CCNY Beavers. I'm Joey Jarzinko. We cannot thank you enough for joining us for all 3 matches here. This is the final match of the Tri-Match here on this Saturday afternoon. Currently, CCNY has a 2-set-to-none lead as they have now just received, oh, no, they were originally, looked like it was a point for them, but a net violation gives the Bloodhounds the serve and a 1-point lead. Here's Stephanie Shea. That's Han. Ogie with the attack and kill and a blocking error on Almanzar. As we did say earlier in the afternoon, or in the morning rather, some of the rankings within the CUNYAC standings. The hitting percentage for the Beavers is ranked 6th out of all 8 teams. as that one fell just right into the back, or just in front of the baseline marker. That gives the Bloodhounds a 2-1 lead. Here's Whelan. We'll get to John Jay's statistics in a moment as we see a service ace from Sophia Whelan. So Sophia Whelan, sophomore right side and outside hitter, right setter and an outside hitter. From Hanover, New Hampshire. As you can see her on the screen, she came in with a total of 16 points, and she had a service error on that one. Against Maritime, as we've said multiple times before, it seems as if a lot of these teams so far have opened up against Maritime and have set season highs so far against that team. Season high 12 kills, 13 points against Maritime, and her major is fraud, examination, and financial forensics. As we see an attack, that eventually transitions into a kill for Miralis Almanzar. Here's Silverio. Aaron Basic, Polanco with the attack. There's the set from Rodriguez. That one falls in as Monsanto has the attack and kill. 5-2 is the score. In order for head coach Leszek Stankiewicz and his Bloodhounds, the only way that they'd be able to win is if they won the next 3 sets consecutively, and that one hits the basketball net, and that one goes over. Good job by Polanco. Good set there. And reception. The attack, and it's a point for City College. That one hit the basketball net. It sits at the ceiling of the doghouse here. Monsanto, that one drops in for the Bloodhounds' 6th point of the afternoon. Almanzar with the serve. This is Polanco on the opposite side. The set from Rodriguez. Monsanto, that one drops in, and it looks like it was just off the tips. Let's see. She good, and they're taking a peek at Harem Basic. Looked like she fell a little awkwardly, but it is a point for John Jay. And she's shaking it off. The Ridgewood, New York junior setter is shaking it off. And we're ready to go. And it looks as if that the point will be awarded to the Beavers. 6-4 is the score now. We don't really know what happened there, but it looked as if from the serve from Almanzar before, or the kill, or the attack from Monsanto, it looked as if that it landed in. Monsanto, unless something else happened in the interim that we don't know about, currently 6-5 is the score. City College right now maintaining everything in their gas tanks to keep up with these teams, especially with John Jay right now, the home team. 7-5 is the score, as that last one was a service error. And we're going to see a substitution here. It's going to be Whelan in Rivera out. And that's going to be just long on that serve from Kimberly Rodriguez. And it's going to be 7-6. So now here is Owen Hahn. Monsanto. Here's Campo Verde. That one looks like it just tips right off of the fingertips of Silverio. Game is tied up now. Match is tied up now at 7 apiece. And just as an observation, it looked as if that one was going long. Here's Rodriguez. Monsanto. Polanco, the attack. That one's good. Polanco with the rocket beam to put her Beavers ahead by 1, 8-7 here in the third set. Here's the serve from Hahn. The set. Rodriguez, Monsanto with the little tip. Maintained possession there by the Beavers. That's Rivera. That one's going to land just wide, and it's going to be a 9-7 lead for the Beavers. Campo Verde. Monsanto, that one's long. A 3-point lead for the Beavers. Owen Hahn, 2 points, 7 digs, 2 aces against John Jay, and had a service error to that one against John Jay. Score now is 10-8 with Monsanto serving. Polanco with the reception. And the kill from Hoagie. Back to a 3-point lead for the visitors. And Zzneta Harambasic. Back into the net directly goes Karen Sumlang. 12-8. For the Beavers. That one for Haley Potvin goes directly into the stats computer. And it's going to be a timeout taken now by head coach Leszek Stankiewicz, as he is now in a 5-point hole again here in the third set with the Beavers up 2-0. We're going to take a quick break right here. We'll be back in 1 minute on johnjathletics.com. So just prior to the timeout, not too long before the timeout, rather, Harambasic was injured, where she looked like she landed a little awkwardly. She sets this one upcoming and has to get the over. Goes Rachel Ramirez. Rodriguez, the main setter for the Bloodhounds, into the net. for Sophia Whelan and gives a 14-8 lead for the Beavers, looking for their first victory of the 2019 campaign and the 15th overall victory for head coach Andriana Todorovic. And that one is out. And a point from Jean-Marie Silverio. Narrows the lead to 5, 14-9. And off the fingertips, Campo Verde could not get the reception correct. And Haram Basic trying to calm her team down because they have a first win in sight. The light is at the end of the tunnel. They see it as they currently take a 5-point lead. Substitution now for the Beavers. Michelle Hu comes in for Campo Verde. And the Bloodhounds are looking to get their second win and to ensure that they are not, they can't lose, or they shouldn't lose rather, 3 consecutive. The little tip in from Silverio. And the fall in from Ogie. A 6-point lead now for City College. John Jay fears, or the fear could be, or is rather, the reality is that there is a possibility that they could be falling in 3 consecutive matches from William Patterson last week here at the Doghouse. The Bard College match was canceled. And the Baruch match they lost in 4 sets. And now they have the strong possibility of losing in 3. They're down by 6 points. And here's Michelle Hu. Here's the set. And Silverio, with the attacking error that goes just long, gives the Beavers a 7-point lead. Here's Hu. And a kill and a statement attack from Almanzar. Here is the sophomore Sophia Whelan with the serve. Haram Basic. Back to Ramirez in the block. Here's Polanco, the attack. And that one is out. Almanzar for John Jay. Lead back to 7 for the Beavers. Whelan checks out while Rivera steps back in. Here's Ogie. That one is going to land out as the reception error once again comes from Silverio. 19-11 is going to be the score in just a moment once they update that. And that's exactly what it is. Ogie with the serve. The set, Monsanto. Can they get something going, John Jay? And they cannot. As off the fingertips of John Jay extends the lead for the Beavers, 20-11, a 9-point lead. They're 5 points away from their first victory in CUNYAC play and their first victory of the 2019 campaign. Here's Silverio, Monsanto, Haram Basic, Ramirez. That one was just long. And there's a point for the Bloodhounds. That one is off the fingertips of Polanco, and there's a little bit of life on the left side of your screen for the Bloodhounds. 20-13 is the score. And over for Melanie Torres, there is Almanzar. And it looks like that one hit the net. And it looks like it will be a point awarded to the Bloodhounds. 20-14, 3 consecutive points for the Bloodhounds. Silverio serving so far. And off the fingertips of who? That's 5 consecutive points, or rather 4 consecutive. We spoke about before, where there was 20-plus kills for the kills leader in the CUNYAC conference in Anita Sengara from Baruch. Having a hard time to get over a certain amount of points here, as 5 consecutive points for the Bloodhounds leads to a City College timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to step aside on johnjathletics.com. We'll be right back on the opposite side of this break to see what the Bloodhounds have left in them. We're back here following the timeout. Remaining on serve are the Bloodhounds, and Jean-Marie Silverio still serving, following 5 consecutive points on her serve. 20-16 is the score in favor of the Beavers. Make that 6 points. 6 consecutive points for the Bloodhounds as they look to regain some sort of life on the bench of head coach Leszek Stankiewicz. We'll see what they have in store in terms of trying to hold the lead for Andriana Todorovich's Beavers. Here is John Jay with 7 consecutive points. 20-18 is the score. They've narrowed the lead down to 2. Things are getting interesting here, folks. We cannot thank you for tuning in to johnjathletics.com, the home of your Bloodhounds. That one hits the drop ceiling. And back over for Polanco. Here's Monsanto off the fingertips and good for a 1-point deficit for John Jay. And here's another timeout taken by head coach Andriana Todorovich. 22-11 was the largest margin of a lead for City College. And now it's beginning to dwindle away as they only have a 1-point lead. Looking at the Beavers team statistics in terms of kills and errors and attempts coming into this afternoon, 79 kills, their opponent has 90. The percentage is .039 rather, so it'll be a 3% hit rate or attack rate, kills per set 7.9. And that ranks 4th in CUNYAC play. Here's Michelle Hu. Back for Silverio. Almanzar ties this game up at 20 apiece. It ain't over till it's over, folks. 20-all is the score here from the doghouse, looking to extend their afternoon. And it's going to be a service ace for Silver Rio, 21-20. John Jay takes a 1-point lead. Silver Rio keeps it going, and that one is just out. She had 10 consecutive serves, the longest of any player in these 3 matches here this afternoon. We are knotted once again at 21 apiece. Here's Rachel Ramirez with the serve. That one's going to fall in for an ace. 22-21. The Beavers back on top. Rachel Ramirez chose City College because it's close to home, and her brother attends there too. She lettered in high school volleyball for 3 consecutive years. Let's see if this moment could be one of her biggest ones here this afternoon. Here's Shea, back to Rodriguez. Almanzar ties this game up at 22 apiece again. And Almanzar gonna put her team on her shoulders with this serve. That one with the over from who? Silver Rio, the dig, the set, the attack. That's gonna drop in, and it's going to be a point issued to John Jay. (23-22) in this third set. Here's Almanzar. The serve up and out and back. The over from who? The set back for Monsanto, and it's a 2-point lead now for the John Jay Bloodhounds. Set point for the home team, trying to extend this afternoon. They're trying to maintain home court advantage. Very difficult doing that here. Here's who? Polanco, the attack. That's going to fall in, and a point for the Beavers. Senior outside hitter Nicole Polanco looking to narrow the lead to 1, and she does. Sophomore outside hitter Nadia Campoverde checks in as the outside hitter Nicole Polanco on your screen right now. As John Jay on their side of things looking to wipe up some liquid on the opposite side, on the left side of your screen when it pops up. Here is Nicole Polanco. Set point. The set. Rivera. That one falls down. And we head into a fourth set. 25-23. The Bloodhounds extend this afternoon to a fourth set. We'll be right back on the opposite side of this break as things are getting spicy here on the campus of John Jay College of Criminal Justice. We'll be right back here on the opposite side of this break to get things started for the fourth set on JohnJayAthletics.com. So back here on johnjathletics.com, if you are just joining us, boy, did you miss something big. A 20-11 lead for the Beavers dwindled down and ultimately disappeared as the Bloodhounds took the third set by a score of 25-23, where they trailed 20-11 with 11 consecutive points on the heels of Jean-Marie Silverio, who had 11 consecutive serves, where her team was able to achieve 11 consecutive points and extend the lead to 21. So now we're at a fourth set, and currently they are up 2-0 in the fourth set. We'll see if a fifth set, which only lasts to 15 as we see a 3-0 lead here so far. We'll see if they have what it takes to get into a fifth set. First, they have to win the fourth, obviously. The fifth set, again, if you're unfamiliar with NCAA, the way that it is here, it is a fifth set up to 15 points, win by 2, and it looks as if running into her teammate is Haram Basic and Ogie. They collide with each other. So currently score 4-0. With Monsanto still serving 4 consecutive points. Ogie with the over, playing it safe. Here's the set from Rodriguez. Whelan with the attack, and back for Polanco. That one has to go over. That one does. Here's Monsanto looking for the kill. That one is going to be a net violation, it looks like, and the first point on the board for the Beavers. Point awarded to City College. So head coach Leszek Stankiewicz and Daniel Sam, the side judge, having some words. Here's Owen Hahn, the libero, and that one tips right over. My goodness, here's Rodriguez with the set, and with the little tip from Silverio. She's limping a tiny bit. Looks like they're calling for a sub right now in Haley Potvin. Potvin with one hand, she couldn't figure anything out to do with that, so the game's knotted at 4. 4 consecutive points for the Bloodhounds to kickstart this fourth set, and then right back in come the Beavers with 4 consecutive points of their own. Here's Michelle Hu with the serve. That one is long to give the Bloodhounds a 5-4 lead. Here is Polanco, but Whelan gets the last laugh as she gets a solo block and a point. 6-4, 2 points ahead of the Beavers are the Bloodhounds. There's Polanco, Rodriguez the set, and Almanzar Ogie with the block and the point, solo block. And now she serves in the rotation. The libero, Han, is off. Here's the senior middle blocker with the serve. Set from Rodriguez. Whelan, the attack. Polanco over the head and couldn't get it. Was Monsanto. And the game is knotted at 6 once again. That one was a set that was skipped. And Almanzar could not get there in time, as the Tenza barriers would have sent her back flying onto the court, but City College takes a 7-6 lead. Monsanto could not handle that ball, as the Beavers now take an 8-6 lead. Ogie against these John Jay Bloodhounds last season. 9.5 points, 3 blocking assists, 2 blocking errors, a dig, 14 attacks. On those 14 attacks, 7 of those were kills. And last year in the regular season, when John Jay also took down City College, 5 points, 12 attacks, 4 kills, a service error, and a solo block against John Jay on October 2nd, 2018. So John Jay currently has the slight edge in terms of historical figures, but in this contest, they were hanging on by a legitimate thread. And they showed City College who was boss and who was at home. Here's Whelan. And it looks like it's going to be a point issued to the Bloodhounds. It looks like a double touch. Lead remains 9-8, up by 1 are the Beavers. That serve there from Whelan, she knew right away it was going out. 10-9 is the score. Frecia Rivera checks back into the game for the likes of Whelan. Here's Ramirez. That one hits the net. Almanzar. Haram Basic. Polanco off the fingertips of Rodriguez, and it was a double touch. Back, that's going to be a block, solo block, and a point for Almanzar. Game's knotted up at 10 here in the 4th set. And the serve for Haley Potvin, the Lakeland Senior High School alum. That one goes directly into the net. And City College takes a 1-point lead once again, 11-10. On the ensuing serve from Polanco. Past the diving Haley Potvin to extend the lead to 2. Here's Polanco, the serve, the reception goes back towards the broadcast booth. Off of Nieves Monsanto. A 3-point lead now for City College. And a timeout taken by head coach Leszek Stankiewicz. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout here. We're going to send you to commercial break. We'll be right back on the opposite side of this break right here on johnjathletics.com. A 3-point lead for Nicole Polanco and her Beavers. Here's the serve, back for Monsanto, and that one's long. A 4-point lead for the Beavers. Polanco, 4th consecutive serve. The over. Here's Campo Verde. That one falls in, and another point for the Beavers. 15-10 is the score here from the doghouse. As you can see on the lower third of your screen, as we see another service ace for the Beavers, and more specifically, senior Nicole Polanco. 6 consecutive points on her serve. And we've seen this show before. 16 points for so miscommunication between the substitutions and the players. So Karen Sumlang is going to check out, and checking back into the match, actually for making her first appearance in this match, is Sanam Nematula. And it was off her fingertips, the first-year freshman, and she's getting a lungful of what the NCAA is all about. Competition right here. She's still very young as they're aiming directly towards her. That one is over. And that one is going to be a carry there. Or a double touch with 2 hands. 18-10 is the score, but again, we did say we've seen this show before in the last set. If you're just joining us, 20-11 was the score in favor of the Beavers before Leszek Stankiewicz and his team came back and took the third set by storm, 25-23. Currently, it's 19-10. Nicole Polanco with her 10th serve. Monsanto, the set for Rodriguez. And Almanzar quiets the Beaver favorite crowd to narrow the lead to 8, 19-11. Here's Almanzar. Aaron Basic, Campo Verde. And a miscommunication there once again between Almanzar and Monsanto, and a point for City College. And the score should be 20-11, and as we did say earlier, we said it before, we saw it earlier. This is the time that Head coach Leszek Stankiewicz likes to come back from. 20-11 is the score. A timeout taken by head coach Leszek Stankiewicz. And we're all going to catch our breath here. Things are getting a little crazy. We'll be right back on the opposite side of this break in 1 minute following the timeout. So now, as we did say, 20-11 is the score. Sumlang returns in for the likes of Nimatullah. And 21-11 now is the score on the service ace from On Han, the libero, who's currently serving. 21-11, a 10-point lead for City College, looking for their first victory of the season, and that one falls in. 22-11. They are 3 points away. On Han, third serve of this sequence. The set from Rodriguez, the over from Sumlang. Here's Ogi. That one could not find a home, as Sumlang could not get that one over the net. A 12-point lead. Things might be a little different here in this one. The set. Monsanto goes back and hits the top, and it's a point for the Bloodhounds. Do not go away yet, folks. It's an 11-point lead, and again, we know exactly where this could go. It happened once before. Why can't it happen again with your Bloodhounds? Last year, head coach Leszek Stankiewicz and his women's volleyball Bloodhounds, they went 16-12, 5-3 in CUNYAC play. They were the number 3 seed and lost against Hunter in the championship round. In the ECAC Division III championships, they lost to number 1 Misericordia in 5 sets, as that one goes wide. 23-12 is the score. 23-13 rather. And just before that, in 2017, 19-13, 6-2, where they once again lost to Hunter as the number 3 seed, and then would lose in the Division III championships to FDU, to Fairleigh Dickinson Florham, by a score of 3-1. This is match point, with Haram Basic. Here's the set. That's Potvin. The kill, or the attack rather. And it's a point for the Bloodhounds. 10 match points remain for the for the Beavers rather. Here's Monsanto, the serve. And that one, it's not over yet. 9 points away. 24-15 is the score. Monsanto remains on serve. This is her 3rd serve of the sequence. Here's the sophomore outside hitter, and City College of New York comes away with their first victory of the 2019 campaign in 4 sets. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot thank you enough for tuning in to this Saturday's edition of John Jay Tri-Match, featuring your Bloodhounds, featuring the Baruch Bearcats and the City College Beavers. Your John Jay Bloodhounds unfortunately fall in both contests, first against the Baruch College Bearcats in 4 sets, and now in 4 sets against the City College of New York Beavers. For everyone here at JohnJAthletics.com, I'm Joey Jarzinka saying so long from the doghouse, and we'll hopefully see you again later on in the season. Good night, everybody.